Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man. Today, Steven Espinoza from Showtime retweeted something out. I guess it appeared on ESPN that Lomachenko lost to Orlando Salido. Top-ranked ESPN turned it into a draw. Let's talk a little bit about it. We back, Goodfellow Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you got a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, a video request. Appreciate the love, support. Best way to support the channel is share the video, right? So the graphic will come up, the screenshot will come up in a minute where now Lomachenko is 14-0-1. So they took, at first at the Gozvik and Berterbia fight, he was undefeated. All right. Now they took his O and turned it into a draw. And they just trying to push Lomachenko to the point where, like, it's turning a lot of people off in the hardcore boxing. Now, they're not pushing him for us to like him or for us to support him. Now, the weak-minded boxing dudes or the dudes that got, they just like Lomachenko's complexion. I say it that way. Well, they running with that narrative, but you see it right here. He's 14-0-1 with 10 knockouts. Well, we all know he lost to Orlando Salido, and people say, well, Salido came in overweight. Well, Lomachenko's arrogance is the reason why he probably lost that fight, because he should have did what Richard Comey done to Ray Beltran and a lot of other fighters done to fighters that miss weight. You put a rehydration clause on him the next day. He can't weigh no more than 10 pounds of the weight the next morning. That's what you do. Lomachenko was so arrogant, so cocky. He had no respect for pro boxing. He went in there and he got the business. People say, well, Lomachenko came on late. Well, he didn't do enough to do the fight. Well, you know, he hit Orlando Salido, hit him in the nuts. Said, hey, if it's a fifth. All these excuses. You know, he lost. However you want to slice the cake. You know what I'm saying? And they pushing the Lomachenko narrative so hard that it's turning off hardcore boxing fans, but it ain't for hardcore boxing fans. This narrative they pushing is to try to captivate casual fans, but casual fans ain't buying it. How many fans you see around America with LeBron James and Saquon Barkley and Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady and Lamar Jackson jerseys on? Ain't nobody wearing no Lomachenko jersey here, no shirt here. Don't nobody care about Lomachenko. Lomachenko can walk through your mall right now and nobody would know who he was. They thought he was selling gasoline, or they thought he was selling like shish kebabs or something like that. Wouldn't nobody bat no eye. And they putting all this promotion into him, and they not getting a return. It's like going to the casino for 2 straight years, or however long they've been on ESPN and spending $100 every day. May it be roulette, may it be blackjack 21, may it be, the little horse race machine, or whatever you choose to gamble on. You go in there every day, and for 2 or 3 years, or however long Top Rank been with ESPN, and you lose every day for 2 or 3 years straight. So you're going to keep going. After a while, you're going to switch something up. You're going to stop going. You're going to try a new game. Or you just not going to gamble no more and say, I'm not going to keep losing this money. Or you're going to go get help if you got a gambling problem. At the end of the day, it's time for them to come up with a contingency plan. If you really want to make Crawford and Errol Spence and smoke Spence out, Top Rank need to do their job. They need to be pushing Terrence Crawford, because Crawford is the better fighter. And if they don't believe that, then hey, guess what? When Lomachenko beat Rigondeaux had to jump up 2 weight classes. Well, Lomachenko can jump up 1. Crawford said he can still make 40. They can do Crawford and Lomachenko and see who the best is at Top Rank. And we already know who's going to come out on top. Lomachenko already said Crawford was the better fighter. And then when they told him don't say that and say you the best fighter in the world, see, they trying to push him, but white America not buying them. You know what I'm saying? Casual public not buying them. And that's just the sad truth. If you look at his resume, it's not better than Terrence Crawford. When Timothy Bradley said, Lomachenko's done more than Terrence. No, he hasn't. Who would he beat? He lost to Salido. He fought Morocco coming off a loss to Oscar Valdez. Nicholas Walters sat on the bench for 11 months because he wanted more money to fight Lomachenko, so Bob froze him out for a year. You still ain't heard from him again. He was coming off a draw. So let's not forget that the X-Man was coming off a draw. He fought Jose Pedraza, who Tank already beat. Jorge Linares, who been stopped more times than a school bus on a Monday morning. Anthony Corolla, he only sold 300 tickets with him or 400 tickets with him in LA. He supposed to be a star. Only sold 400 tickets. Luke Campbell, he struggled with Luke Campbell. So at the end of the day, you telling me that a guy that's supposed to be in the same stratosphere as Floyd Mayweather struggling with Luke Campbell, struggling with Jorge Linares, struggling with Jose Petraza? Like, no way, Jose. You know what I'm saying? So they putting all this energy and not getting no return on Lomachenko because of his complexion. They going to the point where now they're erasing losses off his resume, and I'm like, come on, all this energy y'all putting into Lomachenko because you trying to get him accepted by white America or the casual boxing public is not working. If you put that energy into Terrence Crawford and you promote Crawford like you promote Lomachenko, well, the public is going to demand and put pressure on Errol Spence to fight Terrence Crawford. They putting all this public, all this PR into Tyson Fury, and don't nobody care. Don't nobody want to see no 6'5", 6'9" heavyweight box for 12 rounds. Oh, he's Ali. There ain't no Ali. Don't nobody want to see no heavyweight with no punching power. People don't pay to see heavyweights go back in the day, 15 rounds or 12 rounds. People don't see that. People watch heavyweights to see people get hurt and get knocked out, dropped, knocked out, dropped again, knocked out. That's what they pay to see heavyweights for. And Bob Arum, he trying to act like he don't know, Crawford's in the best situation. Had that been Lomachenko, Bob Arum would took a bag of money to the WBC, had Errol Spence force him to do an Emirates champion or go champion in recess or take the WBC champion, and he would have sat there and made Lomachenko, or he'd have made Lomachenko a mandatory for that WBC belt. Look at what he did he doing all and putting all his finances and all his resources in Lomachenko, and it's not giving no return. And wait till you see the Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez win, and he do Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko on pay-per-view. Wait till you see those numbers. ESPN probably gonna want to drag him from Bristol all the way to Missouri. Ain't nobody checking for Lomachenko. He can't sell no tickets. Come on. Crawford at least sell out in Omaha, in Lincoln. That atmosphere was crazy. I was watching Gamboa fight the other night. Come on, Lomachenko don't generate no money for Top Rank. If Bud was to somehow walk away and go to the zone or go to PBC, and all Top Rank had was Tyson Fury and Lomachenko, I'm telling you, they wouldn't do. Don't nobody watch Jose Ramirez. Don't nobody care about no Burchett. Don't nobody care about none of the other fighters they got over here. Americans don't care about Nervantes. If he was to let Crawford walk over to PBC, I'm telling you, or the zone, I'm preferably PBC, and he want to ride with Lomachenko, see how far that company get. That company probably be bankrupt in a few years. Because he can't sell no tickets. And ESPN, it's at some point, ESPN need to step in, dude. And be like, well, you know what? You tried the Lomachenko thing. We try to promote him. They telling Timothy Bradley, the Kellermans, the Stephen A. Smiths of the world, and they trying to push this narrative that Lomachenko the best fighter in the world. You ain't got to watch nothing but a little bit of boxing to know he ain't better than Errol Spence. He ain't better than Terrence Crawford. He ain't better than Canelo Alvarez. He ain't better than Anuyiwa. He ain't better than Josh Taylor. I don't care what he say. If he better than Josh Taylor, move up and fight him then. Prove me wrong. It's only one weight class. You 26, 30, 35, 4. That's only 4 weight classes. Mikey just did 26, 30, 35 after a layoff. 40 and 47. Mikey did 5. So when you ask Lomachenko to go up there and dare to be great and move up a weight class, he too small. But Floyd was never too small. Crawford is not too small. He doing it. Mikey did it. You know what I'm saying? Oscar did it. Shane did it. Duran did it. And you got guys like Marvin Hagler who never moved up. But hey, it is what it is. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Appreciate the love, support, man. All those links in the description. Want to make a donation, just share the video. It's the best way to help the channel out. And hey, let me know what y'all think about the situation and just this false promotion, this false, just fraudulent move by top ranking ESPN to make Lomachenko an undefeated fighter when he not. We all seen him lose. One time for the